hell is even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
He evaded!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Welcome indeed to our special Black Friday edition of Pre-FNT. Badger, how much money are you going to waste today? Actually, I'm just kidding. We all know you already did your Black Friday shopping like 3 days ago.
It's not my fault they started a week early. Black Friday means nothing anymore, but that's all right. That's all right. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
And we need to do like an NBA, like where they turn all the lights off and they get the music going, the crowd pumped up, all the spotlights going to introduce our new star player on Fridays. Woo! Moxie Nerd!
It's me!
Spoiler, it's her.
Happy to be here.
Pleasure. Pleasure to have you. We had to call dibs before everyone else did. Mm-hmm. And I mean,
every Friday now.
It's in writing now, so it's a contract. You can't go back, or I'll sue you in dibs court.
Yeah, we're waiting for the blood to be sent so we could do the certain, there must be spells cast.
Yes, allegedly. Speaking of casting spells, we have some really bad news. We all fell for Leon's lies, and we will never ever have any moments of sympathy or empathy or kindness for him ever again. Thank you, Leon, for reminding me I treat you exactly how you should be treated. Words of paradise! I buried my grandma yesterday. We're so sorry. Her last words were, "Where did you get that shovel from?" Screw you, Leon!
Starting to dislike you.
Where's the
He had
shovel?
me in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm in the first half.
I'm all like in a good mood, and then it pops up. I'm like, "Oh, hey, Leon dropping a 10. That's going." I'm like, "Oh," and then I'm like, "You mother!" And that's why I have a spiked baseball bat, because of Leon.
Well, thank you to everyone. Leon, who was there, we're very thankful for him. Thank you to everyone who made it to the Thanksgiving stream. I left it up.
So thankful.
You missed out on a couple of amazing things, but mainly all the just personalities. It was very good, very good.
Big personalities.
Big, huge personalities.
Falling out all over the place. Yes, correct. All right, so we have all the tabs to get to. Badger, we have something to play. When I played Cynthia, I can't even remember their names. The Wicked Broads, when I played their interviews, I didn't even do the audio. I didn't want to make our chat have to listen to it. But thankfully, we have something I can listen to.
Yeah, so I did listen to some of that audio, and it's painful, which is why when you hear them making fun of them, this is all the more rewarding. These girls, bless them, this is what we need more of. All right, let's go.
What we chose to do with the roles was something that I think that should be studied.
Yeah. Where are you from? Dayton, Ohio.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Got like plastic stuff.
Oh my god! Dayton, Ohio.
I
Did I say
blame
something
Drew
wrong?
Barrymore for all this.
It has been an honor to stand by Cynthia during this hard time. I mean, her battle.
She's not crying enough.
Oh no, I'm just bold.
This right here.
This is okay.
Breastfeeding.
She even knows. She understands the black.
She needs it. Fatten her up a bit.
She's a chameleon. She's a shapeshifter. She knows more about being black than I would say even I do. Okay, love you. I love you. And nobody and all of my.
Girl, you know I hate that.
Moxie, can you confirm? Is that realistic woman there at the end?
No, that's gross.
No?
No.
Okay. Fine.
I love those girls. It's the breastfeeding for me, the singing when she leaves, oh, Dayton. It's the most cringe tour ever, and to see them properly roast it like that, bless you.
My family was talking about wanting to go see it, and I was for a second time going to try to bring up the interviews, but I just stopped myself because they wanted to enjoy something. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't ruin it. I want people to enjoy things. But these actresses, they just make it so hard. Just shut up.
Well, you know who doesn't say much?
Ohio. I'll say my state almost got turned into the meme, but instead Ohio got turned into the meme. So shout out to Ohio for taking a bullet for my state. All right, I feel like we have a new one for that.
Ladies, I love animals. I like to go for long walks on Miami Beach.
Ladies. Oh, wait, Tomak, good. Tomak, we got some new ones. Tomak's been having me watch a new anime. I've been wanting to bring up some stuff about it, and it's been very clippable for him. So let's start off with this one.
All of us last night.
He's a man of culture, and he is culturing me. Hope that game is black enough for you on this Friday. Wait, did he send me a big black game? I'll have to check on that in a moment. But first, we have another clip. Here's what Tomax currently has me watching.
What are you staring at, creep?
And when Moxie finally came on camera last night. So I guess we can go and talk about this now, Tomak. You're going to need to answer for your animes. I give it 3 Djin strikes before I'm going to have to say no. So far, I've managed to watch all of them all the way through without getting the 3 Djin strikes. We're currently on 2 Djin strikes, Tomak. And that's me being very generous and lenient on some Japanese people gonna Japanese people, you know. It's a different culture, but all right.
That's
so
one way to put it.
I always talk about how Gooch always has me watch animes, but certain things happening, such as demons doing certain assaults to young ladies. Well,
and I wonder why that is, Erwin.
Anime has a satanic vibe.
I was assuming you'd be playing that during this segment. So, thankfully this demon, they do like, just a little bit of assault. Occasionally they drink all the blood and stuff, but mostly they really like stealing panties and bras, okay? So they steal all the panties and bras, yes.
Watch list.
Wait, what? Huh? Tomac sends them to me. They're not allowed on the internet anywhere. Yeah, no, it's very weird because it's very sweet and fun and good, and then there's just certain moments where it's super degenerate. So I haven't even gotten to any of the things that are concerning yet. Chad, I swear I'm going to make this quick if I can.
Balance.
All right, so we're talking. So first strike was no, wait, I forget. I'll remember in a second. But second strike was there was clearly this girl character, which this happens a lot where you think it's a female character and then at a certain point you realize, wait, that's actually a dude. But this one I was like, oh, this is a dude? I don't think so. And then had some sort of secret and looked like a chest binder on, and I'm like, no, that's concerning. And yeah, it turns out it's actually a girl pretending to be a boy, but I'm not entirely sure why yet. So that's a strike, but it's currently a probationary strike when I find out. Turns out it actually was first strike. The second strike was this one young girl is really super obsessed with her teenage brother to the point where I think she wants. Are we 10 minutes in? No, we're not 10 minutes. She wants Lannister? I'm not entirely
Game of Thrones special.
That one's not even going on probationary stats. That's just already, I'm going to go with the strike.
It's not at least like step bro even, or just like full bro? Oh.
I chalk it up to the dub choosing some interesting words. That's what I'm telling myself. But yeah, so you're on 2 strikes and we got 10 more episodes to go, Tomac. So I'm rooting for you. I am a handsome devil.
Yes, also your own compliment. That's incestuous. Phantom Wars for 5. Erwin, you handsome devil. I request Grogu ears. Also, hail to the Badger and my good friend Miss Moxie Doxy. You ain't doxing people, do you?
No.
Oh,
that's a new one.
The other Doxy. Okay. Shout out, Phantom.
All right. 2 strikes, Tomac. Hey, you haven't done me wrong yet. I'm super excited for that Sonic one, but you got 10 more episodes and 2 strikes. I'm just saying. All
Let's
right,
have lunch,
so
Jim. I'll trade you celery for whatever the hell, for anything really. Here.
all the cool kids are here. As far as I'm concerned, it's now the Moxie table. Moana 2. I have been this 35-year-old weirdo talking about how popular Moana was and how it's like weirdly the most streamed thing on streaming and how maybe Moana 2 might actually do pretty well. Surprisingly well. One could say shockingly well. And I keep talking about it and I feel stupid talking about it. And now it's breaking all of the box office records for Thanksgiving and for animations. Moxie, you want to tell us about Moana being popular with the children's, so it's less creepy than when I talk about it?
Well, it was so my kid was about 2 when it came out and streaming and stuff. It was on constantly, and it's a good movie. I mean, it's like as a parent, like kids like watch things on repeat, right? This one was not obnoxious except for like the earworm of the songs, right? But yeah, it was
let
on
it go
constantly.
situation.
To be expected.
Yeah, one of those.
To be expected.
Yeah.
At least it's not Baby Shark. Do.
Oh, we had that phase too. It's
in the 90s, they didn't have streaming and other distractions.
Yeah, they also sold more
big movie releases.
They sold more physical media though as well.
Yes, 100%.
And more like
VHSs.
merchandise and all that stuff as well.
The Disney Vault, where they would go away and then all of a sudden, oh, that's coming out of the Disney Vault. That vault's been wide open for quite some time.
Yeah, can we get a Star Wars vault, please? So, Hollywood Reporter now reveals Moana 2 pulled in a staggering $57.5 million on Wednesday and $28 million on Thursday. So, $28 million on Thursday is insane.
Wow.
57.5 on a special Wednesday showing? Holy crap! Breaking all the records. This makes it the biggest Thanksgiving Day release of all time and its biggest opening day for any Walt Disney animation title, obviously. When you break that record, you're breaking all the other records as well. This thing is going to do absolute gangbusters, so much so that I kind of thought it might eat into Wicked a bit, but I think all the theaters are just going to be absolutely packed. Like the theaters finally, they're going to have their Black Friday and actually make some money again.
Sonia is anything to go by.
Yeah,
she says they were swamped by fans.
Thoughts and prayers, absolutely.
Yes, thoughts and prayers.
And all I'd heard so far was Jeremy John's review, and he said it was not good. It was just 100%. I'm a sequel to make money. Money, please. And it seems like that's what the critics are saying. The audience is liking it well enough. I don't think it really matters how good it's going to be. I think it's going to make all the money. Because, no offense to kids, they're pretty stupid and they have bad taste. So, I think they're still going to enjoy themselves.
I don't
Come
believe
on.
it.
It's true.
Pretend. Oh, now that I have Moxie interested, the anime is called My Hime. It was introduced to me by one of my Mormon friends while we were on the mission. Good times. So it was recommended to me by Tomak because it has a dragon in it, but it turns out the dragon is more like part dragon, part mech, space robot thing, like a dragon with like jet burners and stuff like that.
Joseph Smith, known fan of anime, everyone knows, and former chiropractor at 14.
It makes sense.
Real Wizard of Oz.
Hubbard.
Right
if we can get the sci-fi religion.
Yeah.
All right, so I thought Wicked was going to be doing better than it is. Domestically, it's doing quite well, but international, it's a bit of a stinker. So when you're wondering about like Moana 2, how it's going to do, shout out Jesus. You got to look back and see how did its international do. Gladiator 2 doing decent because it's got international appeal. If you got a decently performing movie, your international should be double-ish what your domestic is, and that's what you got. It didn't even hit 700K. I think it's going to absolutely destroy this. But with that good international, this thing might do like $1.5 billion or something crazy like that. We're going to have another Inside Out 2 situation on our hands, which is the only reason a 35-year-old man was talking about Moana. And hey, now everyone's going to talk about it. I'm the real Moana fan here.
Oh, God.
It's not weird. You're fine.
Are we done talking about Moana? Oh, thank God, we're done talking about Moana. Guys, it's gonna make all the money. Any thoughts from you guys before we move on?
Yeah, it's what Bill says. They're starved for anything that's not going to throw a bunch of ideology and that they can, as I'm sure Moxie can attest to. So,
Yeah,
this and Inside Out.
It's weird out there.
Yeah,
Inside Out 2 did well because it was in the summer, so it's just like you take kids to the movies, so you're just not at home or whatever. Whereas this, you got the kids are on break from school, so it's like you got to do something with them so they're not driving you crazy at home. You take them to the movies. And yeah, I'm assuming Moana 2 and Wick is just going to be absolutely full. Actually, I should probably check. So I played plenty of arcade games when I was younger, but I never really had a beloved arcade that I got to go to constantly. A lot of like a Chuck E. Cheese situation. We had a place called like Great Times. Good stuff, but not like a classic like 80s arcade. And there's been some longing in my subconscious for quite some time where in my dreams, it's one of those things where like in my dream once, I think I found like an arcade or something. And now when I'm dreaming, I just always think there's an arcade somewhere that I need to get to. One of the malls we went to back in the day on the top floor was a giant arcade. So I think that combined in my subconscious to where in my dreams, half of them I'm running from monsters or government agents or aliens or whatever. The other half, I'm in a large building and I'm in a large building. That means there's an arcade up top. I'm going to go find it. And occasionally I do actually get to play them. I have had a desperate need to. There are these things called barcades. Anyone been to a barcade?
No.
I mean, we have something called Dave and Buster's, which I believe is what most people would be familiar with.
Now see, at Dave and Buster's, that's like a Chuck E. Cheese for adults. Now I'm talking some like hard 80s like gamer arcade. And it's a barcade, so it's all fancy, and we got local craft beers. I went to
say gamer words at the
two or
arcade
three
there?
times. No, it's in a very liberal place, so you definitely can't say gamer words. No, but that does mean they have really tasty local craft beer, and as long as you buy that tasty local craft beer, you can play the arcade games unlimited. So all those games, you could only play the first like 2 levels before you ran out of money. Yeah, just keep playing. And you can have fun. You don't have to try hard. And in all of them, they've got the drink holders. So you just drink your craft beer while playing, most of them for free. Obviously, pinball machines constantly break. So they're like 50 cents or whatever to play that, but still very reasonable. You go to like the arcade in my theater, it's $1 to play literally anything. It's ridiculous. And it's 50-50 chance it's broken. So you're not even going to really get a play or like they got Time Crisis, some Time Crisis 3. That possibly my favorite arcade game of all time with like the little foot pedal. Sorry. So there's no real arcade. So me and my sister been talking about going back here, and I haven't been since the renovations, but it's even bigger now. And I'm super excited. And I want to talk about this is my favorite one. I think it's called like Off-Road. Yeah. It's the 3, and you can just like spin the wheel and go like super fast. And it's just like a isometric, like Micro Machine style, like racing game.
I used to play Virtual Cop all the time.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah. Right next to it. And then, this one, classic, the tapper, where you're serving beer. And it's got like a little Budweiser tap as the little joystick, which kids can't play with Budweiser beer taps anymore. It's, God, make America great again.
Nah, they got a lot of weirdos that fucking meet to touch hamburger buns together. It's a Canadian thing, I'm told.
I'm apparently not pretty enough. All right, so I am super excited for that. Going there tomorrow. All right, so we talked about how insufferable these two are. In the movie, considerably less insufferable. I actually really liked Ariana Grande, and this broad actually put on a good performance. There are only 2 moments where I kind of saw it was Cynthia, and I was like, because crazy, like she is uglier and more alien and crazy than green skinned witch. Girl, I don't think girl is from this planet. And also, I talked about how
strange.
The whole thing is like, racism against green people. And then I talk about how DEI, the entire, like all the supporting characters and all the extras are. The only people that were nice were the whitest person in the entire movie. And then like her sister in the wheelchair. So, no, racism. Well, who's the only one who's not racist? Oh, just the whitest one there. So you still need trigger warnings though. Because a green-skinned woman is mocked, and talking animals are persecuted. Badger,
he likes to torture animals. He likes to torture animals. Sorry, Bryce.
Badger, you haven't been interested in seeing this movie, but now that I tell you there's trigger warnings for racism and persecution, are you excited for it now?
Love it. No. No, I'm
Moxie?
not.
Moxie, you gonna go see it now?
I was never going to see it in the first place, except for being able to talk about it with you. But, you know, so Ariana Grande, didn't she go through, she started out this complexion or maybe a little darker, and then she went full person of color, and now she's back on like the whitest person on the planet. Yeah. Okay.
In those interviews, she's got like hand tattoos or something. She's like Justin Bieber gangster, like part 2.
She's had plastic surgery. Like you can see the before and afters, and it's more than just like a girl coming into her own or whatever the fuck it is. She said like facial. She looks different.
A girl coming into her own. What the heck is even that?
I mean, when she was young, we saw her grow up, but like this, she looks like plastic surgery grow up, not just like she has fuller face or something. And also, her and the other actress Cynthia look like they're dying.
Yeah, and you put her next to the alien, and it's just like we're living in a different world. I've had moments where I'm like, we live in a sci-fi dystopia, and you see those two up there, and you see the gay interviewer. Which, if you watch the full clip, the gay interviewer at the end says, "Oh, this is actually my first press junket," and then they go, "Oh my God, you're doing such a good job," and love bomb the gay, like the LGBTQ, whatever them or whoever it was interviewing them. So she literally says, like, "I'm a diversity like hire," and then they're like, "You're doing such a good job."
Honestly,
all right,
they're all probably on Ozempic, which we find out actually will remove like bone fucking and like really like vital shit. So you need to like be working out if you're going to do it. But then, ironically, if you were working out, you wouldn't need to take the goddamn pill.
I trust vaping constantly more than Ozempic. Like I can hear the cave like 3 a.m, like infomercial pops up. Did you or a loved one try Ozempic and suffer these? Yeah, class action lawsuit. It's just waiting for it. All right, British Board of Film Classification has slapped content warnings on Wicked. Let's see. A green-skinned woman is mocked, bullied, and humiliated because of her skin color with a U. A disabled woman in a wheelchair is treated in a condescending manner by... Oh
Can
my
we talk
God.
about that, by the way?
No.
Every time Brits...
Oh, we're talking about the U now? Wait, what are we talking about the U?
The fucking
No,
Every time
no,
you want to say,
can't.
you made the language, but then you've got French influence and you fucking you. That's from the French. We say it correctly. Thank you. Calier.
Calier.
That's the correct pronunciation. Condescending manner by able-bodied people. So I actually... I didn't know what they were talking about. So there are just people, the people who are nice to her, or people, I think someone in like authority at some point are like, let me help you. Like, let me push your wheelchair, or let me help you with that. So it's just people being kind to her, whereas it's like, discrimination against the green one, where it's like, as soon as they show up, immediately the girl in a wheelchair makes friends. Immediately the girls come up and like make friends with her and like super inviting to her. But whenever anyone tries to help her, she literally does I don't need no one's help. I could do this all on my own. Which was, every time I saw it, the way I took it was her being like overblown. Like, I didn't like it when she did it. It made her look bad.
I'd love to be overblown. Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Oh my God. So she's not treated in a condescending manner by able-bodied people. Able-bodied people, just normal people, just try to help her because they're nice, good people. But that's being treated in a condescending manner when you're an SJW and make a big deal about how I could do anything. Sounds good, then get up the stairs, bitch. I see you. You can do it.
But
Go
if
right
they
ahead.
didn't offer to help, they would write the article anyway. If they didn't offer to help, there would always be something to complain about.
But what about the animals? Won't someone please think of the animals?
The talking animals.
Talking animals. It's not just animals are persecuted. Talking animals. But it is Peter Dinklage, so I'm fine with it. All right, moving on to good news. Most anticipated film in 2025. Ron Howard's Eden has received an R rating due to strong violence, sexual content, graphic nudity, and language, starring Anna de Armas, Vanessa Kirby. I pass on Vanessa Kirby and Sydney Sweeney.
Isn't it the one where there's a threesome between Sydney Sweeney and Vanessa? Or Anna de Armas and what's her face? Yeah.
That's what we're hoping for. I have a sneak preview of what that's gonna look like. This area right here. So I actually have some bad news. It's all old and stuff. So this is the sort of stuff they're wearing. So if you're into like,
you were showing us a moist cave and you were making an analogy joke.
oh well, I mean, this was when I was looking for Sydney Sweeney photos, and then I saw this, and I'm like, yeah, I'll start with this one.
I don't think it looks like that yet. Give it 40 years.
I thought it was a gaping badge joke. Yeah.
Now, for all you like colonizers out there who like that, like Cecil Rhodes, like colonizing Africa look, or you're like a British doing some safari in India look, I think you're gonna love the Sydney Sweeney look. But
if Ron Howard has entered his perv stage where he's gonna fucking realizes good for him. I endorse it. Now add drugs and we might get something good. Oh boy.
Or threesome. That is
a threesome movie.
So it's like we love our Sydney Sweeney, but we might have another Madam Web situation where they don't properly use her assets.
Oh, they'll be properly used.
I mean,
it's
I can live with that.
But yeah.
We'll wait for the threesome to judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Ryan Roger Athay will really enjoy this version of Sydney Sweeney. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this one's for you, Badger. For some random reason, not because they're all about to lose their jobs, somehow the mainstream nerd media have figured out that Star Wars and Lord of the Rings are dead. Badger, if only someone had tried to warn them.
Yeah, it's sad because there's been a couple of different years of people going through telling them the same thing louder and louder.
They just won't listen. All right, there was someone making a joke. I think, was it David Jaffe? David Jaffe talking about, oh, these people want you to have like a no black people toggle in their games, you know, us complaining about the pronouns. I'm like,
no, but
actually, is that an option?
He does think that YouTubers are the reason that Veilguard failed. Dirty grifters.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes we give ourselves a little too much power, and they also get themselves a little too much power, where it's like we definitely played a role in why that was bad, but it was all they're doing. If they wouldn't have made it so fucking bad, we wouldn't have been able to point out how bad it was.
But just so you understand, it's like woke isn't going away. There's just a report about how a lot of them aren't abandoning it. And you'd think all these people, all these people that would learn the lesson, they're not learning because they're going like this. La 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 la. It wasn't trans. It was the YouTubers that made everyone hate Veilguard and then insert everything. It's not Assassin's Creed Shadows, because I just saw this in the Assassin's Creed subreddit.
Why would you go there, Badger? You know,
someone points out that half of the gamers or half of the devs working on there have never worked on a game before, and there's all this code. But we all need years of experience. It's like, do you not see what's happening here? Yeah, it's bad, but they won't learn the right lesson. They'll double down.
We will have Hayden on tomorrow, and that's literally what our 2-hour stream is going to be about: is DEI, ESG, SDGs, and bridge. And I'm going to have the big debate with Hayden. What's more important, SDGs or bridge? We all know I'm going to win.
Sure.
All right. So Disney, from the Fandom Menaces over at IGN, Disney, stop announcing Star Wars movies and make one. Why we should stop paying attention to Star Wars news. Even IGN is getting sick of all these announced movies and shows that never, ever, ever happened. Badger, thoughts?
This is the same as comic book movie news that I would describe as the shill site that basically said Kathleen Kennedy needs to be fired after these continued announcements and not following through. And
oh, yes, I prepared for this one. I knew it was coming. All right, 1 second. Oh, fuck. All right. And Chad, if like Mama Badger ever asks what a lemon party is, do not tell her. God.
Oh my God.
Joke is between ourselves. All right. It's bad enough I have to hear my dad say gooch. God. All right. So the Phantom movies, the Rey movie, currently said to be directed by Charmin Oboy Chernoid, may not have been the movie that just lost its release date. but it most likely was.
Is
See, that's the
she
thing.
there? Or is she
It's,
here? Kathleen Kennedy's employment status is queer.
Yes, correct. So that's how screwed up things are. Their announcements, we don't even know what is what anymore. Everything is confused. All the scoopers are like saying the exact opposite of each other. It's a gigantic mess. Now even IGN doesn't even know. And then of course we got the whole lost the writer because he's going to go work on actual thing called Peaky Blinders that actually is going to get made. And they just talk about all the same stuff we've been talking about. It's so weird. If you do it like 6 years too late, it's perfectly fine. Badger, how would you what movie are you giving us? How are you saving Star Wars? Because obviously we all know Filoni is going to save Star Wars. I've been reliably told by my source Rossi, but say he were not, what would you do? What movie would you give us?
I would give you a Kyle Katarn Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast trilogy.
What period is that set in?
It's set up right after Return of the Jedi, right when Luke is off building his Jedi Academy.
That sounds like a good time to do it. Correct. Yes.
Yeah. It's a former stormtrooper who becomes a mercenary working for the rebels that actually steals the Death Star's plans and then realizes he's force sensitive and becomes like sort of a Chuck Norris Jedi that eventually ends up being Luke Skywalker's weapon master. Teaching lightsaber combat.
Jin Sakai? Is that the bride's name in Rogue One? Did I say it right? No, that's not right. Jin
Ursa?
Ursa?
Yeah,
oh my god.
Ursa.
So she was the one that actually stole the plans then? Did she steal his story? Who stole his story then?
Kyle Katarn and Jan Orris are the original ones, and then they stole that to give it to. That's why Ryan from RK Outpost correctly points out that Cassian Andor is just a bastardized version of Kyle Katarn.
Okay.
And Jen Urso is basically a ripped off version of Jan Orris. Yeah.
That's what I was getting to with the Andor 1 through 5. I kind of just watched what their bastardized version of what you want.
Phantom Wars for 5. I'll admit, whenever I hear something about Star Wars, I'm like, okay, cool. Anyways, this new awesome series came out. That's how bad they killed my love for it. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what I said. That's how little I only remember because I wanted to buy her toy because she has a bazooka in the toy. So that's the only reason. That's the last time I saw her name. I hated that movie. I can't believe people thought it was okay. I'm sorry.
Cosplay coming soon, possibly. The Kyle Katarn lightsaber was way more expensive on Saber Theory. Just saying. Theory Sabers, whatever. Badger says that because he would cast himself as a Kyle Katarn and it would oddly work. Yep. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
What did Theory call Kyle Katarn? Yeah, like Farm Boy and like Dark Lord and stuff.
Oh no, it's called the Katarn because that's
it's just the Katarn.
It's called the Katarn. Yeah.
All right, so here we go. One last little bit of IGN actually telling some truth. Audiences went from incredibly excited to, as we just found out, tremendously weary of Star Wars, and Lucasfilm hasn't been able to get a new film off the ground in the time since. We were supposed to get a new movie every freaking year and TV shows in the meantime. We just had the Acolyte, now going to be followed up with Goonies in space.
Which, hey, all choices aside here, just real quick. That's what we could have had. Kyle Katarn, complete badass. But no.
I can see it.
Good for him. Good for him,
What's the thing hanging on his leg? Is that his... Did he just start blasting? Is that a gun?
Oh, he's got a blaster. He's holding it. Sorry, it's his briar. Again, they you want to know? Cassian's gun is literally even the briar. Like they stole his fucking gun too. They gave him. They took all the fun. Yeah, and then gave him a bad accent. Sorry, Diego.
God damn.
I said it. Sorry, Jesus. Okay, Badgers could only if he had a Latin accent. Fuck you, donkey. I didn't even see it. Yeah.
In Gladiator 2, would you prefer Paul Mescal or Diego Luna as the main character? Who would you rather have? I think I might go Diego Luna. Surprisingly,
say, if Diego got jacked, he might have. He might go better.
Yeah, a little actual like European rather than just white guy being white guy. Man, all right, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're even talking about like Solo not making money. They practically just said Solo lost money here. An actual bomb the previous year. They're just saying all the same stuff as us, going deep into detail. and now they've been canceled and just lost their job. Sorry, shouldn't have done that. All right, real quick, something that needs to be canceled. Suicide Squad's third DCU spinoff? Wait, what? Gets another exciting update? What are they talking about? They're talking about the Waller show. I keep forgetting it exists. Badger, you excited for an Amanda Waller show?
What? No.
Correct answer, Moxie. Correct answer. You're not.
I like Viola Davis, but they don't do anything with the character.
I'm at the point where I can't freaking stand make her a white man. They just turned Nick Fury back into white man in the Ultimate Marvel comics. I am just sick and it's like, oh well, it's fine that she's fat black woman boss girl. That's fine because that's canon. Change the fucking canon at this point. I'm sick and tired of her. And they're going like full blown Harley Quinn with her. Hell, and the Suicide Squad Justice League, she's the one like in charge, obviously, telling you to do everything. So she's the boss bitch in there. I can't believe that game failed. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's Ghost of Yote situation. Sorry. I don't care if it's canon. I'm tired of it. Sorry. You're muted still. You're still muted.
Hold on. I was sharing something, and I'm glad because you didn't want to hear what I just yelled. I was posting this is what they took from us. That's the entire expanded universe that Kathy said that there's no such thing as this. We don't have it. Yeah. Yes. That's what I would give you, by the way. If I was the James Gunn of Star Wars, I'd give you Vader with a dark side launcher.
1 second, please. Hold on. Oh, hope you had insurance for Sith bazookas. All right, 1 second, please. We got to keep moving on. Oh yeah, I'm just saying. It's like even if it's canon, I'm just tired. I'm done. No more Amanda Waller. No more Harley Quinn. I'm good. Sorry. All right, so I apologize. Daily Mail won't let you go to the website with an ad blocker. I forgot how impossible it is to see news sites without an ad blocker. So we're gonna go quick once I share my screen again. The $808 million series that's the biggest flop in TV history, and there's still 3 seasons to go. What are they talking about? They're talking some Rings of Power. And they, just like us, are wondering how the hell are they going to do 3 more seasons? It's the biggest flop in TV history. Exclusive. These ads are the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Wow, I'm getting like...
I kind of just, yeah, I want you guys to look through it. The only good thing about it is occasionally you see really hot chicks like on the side. I actually clicked on one
in your area. Hot girls in your area are looking to meet you now.
Oh man, so many of these sites are going to be shut down in January/February when all their Christmas ad revenue runs
Bro, it's
out.
like Ready Player One, where he's like, we've estimated that we can sell up to 70% of the player's visual before inducing seizures. What the fuck was that?
That was a fever dream.
Holy God, do less. Tomahawk for 10. Badger, when you want to get Jason Court for the Kyle Katarn trilogy with him being if I could go back 30 years, bro, he's probably approaching his 70s. He was a young man in the 90s when he played Kyle Katarn, which I think the first time we saw live action footage since the movies and they had lightsabers and rotoscoping was a big deal for the Dark Forces, the video game. Yeah, Jason Court, shout out. Oh,
sorry. Yeah, I just did my Steam and it's probably downloading 1,000 gigs right now. Yes. I just had a good one gifted to me. Ghost of Tsushima director's cut.
Oh, I'm playing through it. I'm almost at the end where I stopped playing because it got too emotionally heavy.
I wanted to, but like I can't be like, hey, Tomahawk, Ghost of Tsushima, please. So I just have to hope someday maybe he gets it. Because as much as I would like to buy games and play them, I can't because he's bought me like 75 games, and that means I have to play them. So I can only play the games Tomahawk says I'm allowed to.
Jin Sakai is great, but you will notice probably all the little things that people
know
ignore, but it's still a great game. No, it's fine. They're all done. Masako might have a little lesbian side story, but she still has a family that she cared about.
It's beautiful that I'm told is like all the scenery and everything.
One of the prettiest games I think I've ever fucking played outright.
That's what I'm here for.
Outright.
Shout out Thank you, homie. All right. We're not done with Lord of the Rings just yet. So Screen Rant had from a character ignored by Tolkien to starring in her own film. Who is Hera Hammerhand? We briefly talked about this. And this article got absolutely bashed for the headline. Gary sums it up pretty well with fuck off. So I tried to find it, Badger. I tried to find the article, and for some reason I couldn't.
Did they delete?
That's because I believe, no, they changed the title to What Happened to Éowyn After Sauron's Defeat in Lord of the Rings. And then they sneak, after you talk about Éowyn, they sneak this in. The War of the Ring may shed light on Éowyn's post-Lord of the Rings fate, or they just fully deleted it. They either deleted it or changed it into this article.
Delete shit.
Then they full-blownsies deleted it. Because I went through all of her articles and it wasn't there. I searched for it wasn't there. I Google searched for it wasn't there. So yeah, they deleted it or they turned it into that.
Cowards!
They're so doomed next year.
No, but their marketing is shit. It's the equivalent of like when people try to do the CNN stuff outside of CNN. They just disingenuous. We know what they're trying to do.
Poor Don Lemon. Trying to sue X. He's supposed to get a show on there. I don't know what the hell Elon is
Cuomo's
thinking. Oh God, yeah, that's so dumb. All right, so shout out to Jake Martin, been oh so generous. He has Lupin the Third in his profile pic, and I wanted to finally get him a clip because he's so dang generous. And then while watching the clips, I was like, holy crap, I just want to watch this movie. So I watched it, Lupin the Third, Castle of Cagliostro, the directorial debut of Hayao Miyazaki. So all the Studio Ghibli movies everyone loves, this was his first one. And dang, for 1979, absolutely insane animation. Very, very good for its time. Really enjoyed the writing and story and characters. Weird thing though, they had redubbed it, I think like a couple times. So the clips I pulled off of YouTube, when I watched them in the actual movie, were not the same. And one of them, he talks about how he's a playboy and stuff like that. And then he gets a scene where he might hit on a waitress, and they changed this one.
Now, how about a smooch, huh?
So they actually tamed that one down quite a bit with the new translation. Moxie, are you mad about it as I am?
Why? I mean, that remind the Pirates of the Caribbean ride where the men were chasing the women because pirates, and now the women are chasing the men because they stole food. It's like, come on, I'm having a Judge Judy moment. Stop pissing on me and tell me it's rain. Like, stop.
Yeah,
go on. What did they do?
I switched back over to the comments tab because I knew there was at least one sub simp in there to tell me I'm dumb for watching dub. I don't want to read the anime. I want to watch the anime. There's manga for reading anime. Sorry. We'll have to move on quickly from that. Shout out Red Richmond.
By the way, I just want to confirm, I almost sent this to you. This is Ghost of Tsushima. Absolutely gorgeous fucking game. And every single thing in the background, all through those fields, like you can all run through that. It's just, yeah, they did some damn good work with that game.
That's pretty.
Horizon Zero Dawn, before they absolutely destroyed it with the sequel, I would climb up something taller. There's just so many moments where I would just kind of set the camera somewhere and just like chill for like a minute or two and just look at the game. So yeah, there's something to be said about games being beautiful. And that's why you should buy Gris, Gris, for $3 on Steam. The most beautiful game I've ever played. All right, back to, not only does he a womanizer, though, his old partner in crime is a strong woman, and she's attractive and has all the agency and is very competent and shoots her guns and stuff. So you can have the womanizer and you can still have the strong woman, and it still works out well.
I prefer she shoot my gun. Hey,
yeah, exactly. That's what we want. But no, we can't have characters. That would be bad. And man, I'm going to keep saying it. It is not fair that Miyazaki is the best at anime and the best at manga. This just really, really confirmed it for me. His directorial debut, it's not fair. It's not fair. And you got like evil bad guys being evil bad guys. And of course, their whole thing is they're printing
not just misunderstood.
No, they're evil people, and they're actually secretly they're like the Illuminati. They secretly been behind like all the bad stuff, financing all the wars and what have you, and the stock crashes and stuff, because they have a bunch of money printers. So they're literally the Federal Reserve going money printer go burr, absolutely like ruining the world and stuff like that. And yeah, they're bad guys, and we have to stop them. But they, at the very beginning of the movie, they start off with a huge heist, and then he realizes that it's fake money. That's what sends him off to go do it. So I was hoping for Jake to show up. Let's see if I can find it in here. I might have done a clip on accident. It took an hour and a half.
Last I found a challenge worthy of my talent. All I can say is I sure hope you know what you're doing, boss.
And it's just a classic caper. If you like 70s, 80s, 90s style anime, definitely watch. For whatever reason, I'd known it was Miyazaki's first one, and for whatever reason, I just always put it off. I never got around to it. And that was a mistake, but I'm glad I waited till now, because it was the perfect time. If you like watching all the Miyazakis, definitely check it out. And shout out to 1-800-DANKY. Every Dr. Disrespect stream ever. It is Ryan's impression of Dr. Disrespect. And god dang, Ryan is so good at impressions. Go watch that if you haven't seen that yet. All right, Badger, I'm going to need you. I'm about to use and abuse you. I need you to read this from Donald J. Trump, please. Thank you. As much as you can get through.
Happy Thanksgiving to all, including to the radical left lunatics who have worked so hard to destroy our country, but would have miserably failed and will always fail because their ideas and policies are so hopelessly bad that the great people of our nation just gave it a landslide victory. To those who want to make America great again, don't worry, our country will soon be respected, productive, fair, and strong. And you will be, more than ever before, proud to be an American.
Proud
Yes.
to be an American. Worldly,
So good.
I know I'm free. Yeah, so Canada, Europe, Australia, they're all going super tyranny right now, guys. We gotta go hard for freedom, or we gonna
You can keep Ellen. She can't come back. I'm sorry. She's been fired. Thank you.
I want to do a little reminder. Adorable little gooch. It's like, oh, why are they running Kamala and all this stuff? And I had to explain to Gooch. Or he's like, oh, Gavin Newsom, they wouldn't run him. I had to explain to Gooch, I'm sorry, buddy. They don't have any other options. Do you know who their new option is? We're actually skipping ahead a little bit. This is supposed to be the last one. They're already talking about it.
Oh, no.
No.
AOC sex tape win.
But back to Gavin Newsom. Yeah, oh, God, I know. I'm
sorry.
We
Horse
need to have.
porn is illegal. I know.
Who is hotter, AOC or Rachel Zegler? I'm actually. We need to put that and do a poll. Yeah, that's tough, right? I know, right?
Speak. You can't hear their voice. It just looks alone. Just
AOC, I think. Yeah, no, AOC, I think. Yeah.
They're trying to bust out the bobas.
Bro, by the way,
I know, and the Latina.
Tulsi's body is ridiculous. Just saying. A lot of those surfers use a lot of muscle groups to stay level. I'm just saying.
Got
just saying.
Madam Hydra hair.
It's Rogue. Thank you very much for X-Men.
AOC out with a very clear lead at the moment. We'll keep that up a little bit longer.
Keep them closed if they're doing what all going on. You know what I'm saying,
right.
Anthony?
So yeah, we're in talks about 2028. Of course, they're talking Kamala. So we got Kamala, AOC, and then of course Gavin Newsom. So let's have a reminder. And I lived in this weird timeline before I jumped timelines where we had a global lockdown and they forcibly injected people with a bunch of experimental poison. Let's remind people of the Thanksgiving that Badger had. No more than 3 households. Oh, sorry, this is the California Department of Public Health. No more than 3 households present. Parties no longer than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Guests must stay outside in November.
I agree with all of this.
Avoid singing, chanting, and shouting.
Yeah, my neighbors who you could guess what melanation level they were, they did not pay attention to that last one. There was quite a lot of all 3 of those. It was fun though.
That's what
he was doing recently, though. What the news?
Lizard
Elon
person
posted about
things.
Yeah, lizard person man. He's changing the electric vehicle. What is it called? You get a
like
credit.
The credit.
Yeah. So if you purchase an electric vehicle, you get a $7,500 tax credit. He's removing Tesla from the list of approved
which is
Steelers.
Of course.
Yeah,
Only
which is the
California manufacturer.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, he who went to the French Laundry at the height of our fucking lockdowns here in California. The French Laundry, a very prestigious Michelin-starred restaurant. A fucking snake.
Yeah, and his like winery got to stay open or some crap too. Yeah, never forget, never forgive these people for what they did. And I would say Trump had that
Keller.
recent terrible broad who was all double masking and all get your boosters and stuff, which is terrible. But the other guy he just put in for, I forget the post, was the author of the Barrington Declaration, which you could tell who was a good doctor actually following science during the lockdowns and who wasn't, depending on if they supported the Barrington Declaration. And the motherfudger who wrote it just got nominated for something. So never forgive, never forget. All right.
Never met a Gavin that wasn't a fucking prick. No offense.
Douchebag.
Yeah. No offense if your name is Gavin. Turn it around.
So did anyone have this vibe yesterday?
Yeah.
This is from Malcolm Flex of all people.
Yeah.
Realizing that you are now the racist uncle at Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, you saw
Badger, you had to, I don't know if you had to say no, right? You just had to
Oh no,
decline?
I for a while now, right? Like the more and more knowledge you get, the less you want to deal with people at Thanksgiving saying dumb shit. And my father basically had to be like, nah, I can't come over because I won't be able to hear anyone say anything about Disney or any lie without like correcting them. Because once you hear the truth, you get tired of hearing the bullshit lies.
And we can keep it to ourselves and just small talk and talk about just normal things. The crazies can't. They have to bring it up at every chance. Kristen Nova made these. I assume it's like pretzels, some chocolate, and then she does some little candy for the eyes. These are legit, like surprisingly adorable. I would feel bad about eating these. Actually, I think that's going to be the next poll. Would you feel bad about eating these? Because 74% of people think AOC is hotter. I was not expecting that. Next time I call Rachel Zegler saying that she's not ugly and everyone gets mad at me, I'm going to bring that poll up. Just saying.
Or when I saw something, I actually thought of you when you went to Thanksgiving. And I'm just wondering, it's only 28 seconds. Was this you when you went to your family's house?
I saw that in the group chat.
You want to fight? You better believe you've got one. And there are people all over this country engaging in the information war, and we're going to smash your system. We're going to return the republic. We'll never be perfect, but my God, we're not going to keep babies alive and harvest their organs. We're not going to sell their parts for women's cosmetics.
We're not going to do it.
Pepsi with baby flavoring in it. I mean, what the hell have we become? Excuse me, but I'm tired of it.
I feel like that's what we had going on.
Honestly, I like that you see that and you immediately think me, but no, like I said, unlike the crazy lefts, we can actually just have normal conversations or like just play some video games or a board game or something. They cannot. All right, for real. So this doesn't just mean like necessarily would you eat this? Any sort of like cute or you get like a little like Kirby candy or something. Or like even like a gingerbread man, when you eat that head, you can't help but feel a little bit bad. But some certain segment of people, I would say we have a disproportionately high percentage of those people are like, I actually enjoy decapitating the gingerbread man. And I feel like that's going to be our chat. Oh yes, that's our chat. We had, would you eat the cute candy turkeys? Yes, I'm a monster versus no, I don't support animal abuse. And we're currently at 82% monster.
Yeah, I'll eat them quickly so they don't feel pain.
Monster squad. All the way.
Genuinely.
Jesus likes to let them melt first before he devours them. Yeah.
Well, that's why you start with the head, because you just get that. Because if you take like off the arms and legs, that's
yeah. Rhino's right. People eat things called jelly babies. We're monsters.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch
You eat
Kids.
the head first.
Someone please think of the children.
All right, so you'll never ever guess who sent this Thanksgiving thing to me. This is Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z having a good Thanksgiving in his degenerate female Kill la Kill anime outfit that is actually secretly a sentient weapon as well. Yeah, Tomac, thank you for that. And then, of course, Ryan Kennel, happy Thanksgiving. Fuck everything, lol. Let's see. And what we are most thankful for.
What a great stream we all had last night after the stream we had that was Thanksgiving. No, we had.
VOD is still available.
Naughty.
Sorry.
I did not see Leon's headline under his
Yeah.
name until
Call me mommy.
Pat Pratt told me.
Yes.
It was a good
Beautiful,
stream last
huge
night.
eyes. Yes.
A huge,
No.
huge turnout for some reason. I don't know
It
why.
was over 170 people watching. It was very fun, very entertaining. Great people. Probably the same group and panel you'll see tonight on Inside the Badger Den. So make sure to check that out. Now, I cannot make Moxie wear a similar outfit, but we can all hope and pray.
It was a special occasion.
Yes.
Holidays. Yes. Yeah. Quick. What holiday? It's National Calendar Day.
Calendars are my religion. When's Gooch gonna have his?
Him with his dumb charisma, according
Yeah.
to a certain somebody.
Oh, it's never gonna live that down.
ABF rightly got put on the naughty list by Santa. Alongside, I must say, the commies. All commies got put on the naughty list. The same naughty list that ABF is currently on, and he's trying to appeal it. And I want to know from Chad if we should support him or not. You guys are 87% monsters, so you probably do support ABF.
I think
All right.
Gooch should decide.
The law.
All right, we'll do a poll here in a moment. I think you may have made a mistake on me being on the naughty list. I can assure you I have no association with the body of Alec Baldwin anymore. It wasn't my fault. I'm just an independent finger now.
Uh-huh. Just trying to make his way in the world.
Is that enough, though? Gonna have to start a poll. Let's see. What list should ABF be on? And we're going to do nice list, naughty list, and terrorist list. Let's see.
By the way, I'm going to need to caution you, Fat Riker. All right? SA is not appropriate, and I'm supposed to call it out in the chat. But also...
Mama.
That's you.
He's a growing boy, okay?
Yeah.
He needs his vitamins and minerals. God, make America healthy again.
I love him. Love him so much.
So, maybe I should have just done nice list and naughty list, because currently terrorist list is winning by a decent bit.
He's a strong, emancipated finger, and he don't need nobody to tell him what he can and can't do.
That was my exact thought when I read that too. All right, Badger, actually, I need to use you again for your talents. Yeah. We actually found out the joke that Disney asked to be removed. God, I went back for a second. Asked to be removed from Deadpool and Wolverine. Could you please read this for me, Badger?
In what voice? You just want me to read it out loud?
However you
can't even afford one more X-Man. Disney is so cheap. I could barely breathe with all of this Disney mouse cock in my throat. Clip it.
Mo Zamboni, you're welcome. I'm counting that as your Christmas present. Clip that. You're welcome.
Clip it. I at least said it in a funny voice.
Yes. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. He doesn't like the clip because he doesn't like how he sounds in it. But hey,
yeah,
you're gonna like how you sound.
Not what he's saying. He doesn't like his read of it. Isn't that nice? What an actor. These fucking actors, I tell you.
All right, so nice list did beat naughty list, but sadly terrorist list absolutely destroyed them all. So I might have to have a word with Santa and maybe get him put on an even worse list. All right, so we're not done talking about ABF yet. Alec Baldwin trashes Americans while in Italy. They are uninformed about realities of climate change Ukraine as he flies to Italy.
Bruh.
Bro, you just got away with murder. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, take a break.
Yeah, who's not on the list?
It holds up. It holds up. Even Erwin said it holds up. When you've got people with chemistry, right, that's really all you need. And then yes, they put the goddamn suit on after 20 years. That helps.
The moment when he finally pulls that hood on. Possibly best movie moment of 2020.
What's the wind resistance on those blowjob handles? Sorry, I'm a catty bitch when I'm jealous.
Yeah, I know.
What do you keep that for? Special occasions?
Actually, I have really bad news. I kind of thought this might happen.
It's gone.
My other child was sold to another white slaver, so I only have one Grogu. I'm sorry, guys. But if another one pops up, I will buy it. All right, Alec Baldwin in Italy. Half the people in the country are very unhappy. It's a very difficult time. Americans are really uninformed about reality. What's really going on, says man who just involuntarily manslaughtered a woman. With climate change, Ukraine, you name it. That's when you're thinking about like the most important issues that come to your mind. Usually it's going to be like economy, immigration, something like that. The first thing he thinks about is climate change in Ukraine. You
The
name
thing
it.
I think about is ABF's finger now stuck rebuilding all the servers of whatever fuckery he had to deal with yesterday. So shout out to ABF's finger dealing with being on the
Yeah.
naughty list and having to be the backbone of a company. What are you going to do?
In the
It's a rough day.
trenches.
Rough
Yeah,
day
literally in the
indeed.
trenches.
Yeah,
All right.
the Ukraine thing. I think they're busy dealing with a couple of other things than the sea level rising 0.3% over the next 500 years. Spoiler:
Millimeters, man. One day, the Obamas are going to have to sell their mansion on the ocean. I feel so bad for them.
Much like many client scientists, made that shit up just now on the spot. Sorry.
Just as valid.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone decided to get in on it as well.
Yeah.
Trump won because of uneducated Americans who don't travel abroad.
I travel abroad all the time.
We're just bunch of yokels. We've never seen the world. We got our little closed mind. Says the people in the smallest bubble on the planet, Hollywood celebrities. We're just the ones out of touch. We're just uneducated. Yeah, we're not as educated as future presidential candidate AOC. Fuck. All right, sorry. So she was at a Toronto Film Festival. They're already Canada. And then, so they normally go with, of course, Trump is Hitler. She decided that's a little played out. We're going to go with Trump is Mussolini for this one.
Well, she was playing to the audience, I guess, maybe.
Very
Yes.
nice.
My country is in the midst of adolescence. Most privileged people in the world. Adolescence is very arrogant. Adolescence thinks it knows everything, says woman in her tiny little bubble. Adolescence is naive and ignorant and arrogant, says rich white woman in her tiny little bubble. And we are in our ignorant, arrogant adolescence. We haven't seen this before in our country. So Americans who don't travel, who 80% don't have a passport, thank God, who are uneducated, are in their extraordinary naivete. Yeah. Someone throw a shoe at her, please.
Get the
Son.
chocolate.
Yes, please. The Bill Maher's and stuff, they're going to come back to some sanity and say some good stuff. But the vast majority of them, the 80% educated with the passports, they only
This
know how
was
to double down.
Reversed gender, it would be an accomplishment. Someone like was known for fucking all the Kardashians. High five, baby. How'd he die? Of high fives and claps on the back. Fucking yeah.
Speaking of claps on the back, not only did we run Rob Reiner off of Twitter, he is now checking himself into a facility for peace and relaxation. Rob Reiner is literally seeking treatment for his TDS.
Well, we don't know how to talk to professionals, so sometimes.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah, AOC is gonna be it. All right, so last thing, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man reveals that Spider-Man is a streamer. I've always thought if I were black or gay or whatever, I would be mad when they tried to represent me. So we have, well, like Godzilla X Kong, where Tyree Hill or whatever his name is. He's a like conspiracy like streamer podcast or whatever. They went Frozen Empire. They were like podcasters, and there's been a few times they've done this whole thing, and it's bad every time. And I now know if I were black, I would not like them trying to represent me because I am a streamer and I do not like them trying to represent
It's literally the Seinfeld bit. It's like they're turning him into whatever, like a streamer. It's like, this offends you as a superhero. It's like, no, it offends me as a streamer. What the fuck? They're doing it just for the streamer jokes. I don't like it.
I don't. It's what the kids are into. The kids don't watch us anymore. They watch the streaming. What do? Let's turn the character into a streamer while we're still out of touch, so we don't actually know what streamers are.
Then we won't show them do the correct things. Yeah.
So Badger, sorry, you're not allowed to do any singing or chanting or whatever it is Gavin Newsom won't let you do. So me and Moxie will have to take this one. Moxie, I'm going to do the first part. You got to do the second part. For fuck's sake. Moxie?
Cancel Disney Plus.
Oh my, it's so much better. You're canceled.
Well,
I'm sorry,
fine.
Badger. You've been replaced.
There you go. I don't have to sing ever again.
Well done. Clip it.
Shouldn't have done that.
Shut up, Grab. Thank you, Emily. Oh, Lord. All right, let's see. Let's do a little bit of plug-in, and if they still haven't started, I got a couple more tabs. We got any late night streams tonight, Badger?
Yeah, that's what makes this so hard. Tonight, inside the Badger Den, everyone that was on that Thanksgiving stream will be on there tonight. Niat, Leon, the lovely down here, and of course, ABF, assuming he survives the workday. Assuming he survives the workday. And then Mr. Tech Rat, it's his birthday today. So in addition to 50 episodes, it's the 50th episode of Inside the Badger Den tonight. We will also be celebrating Rat's birthday, and he'll have the link to his Amazon birthdays. So yeah. Because all super chats are mine. My precious.
We have taught him well.
Oh, he knows what he's doing over there.
Sonya has to get back into the popcorn mines.
Fucking Moana.
Yeah, it's gonna make so much freaking money. Monty, anything?
Theaters need to win.
I know. That's the only thing I'm happy about. I don't like that Disney's making money, but at least the theaters are gonna survive, so we can keep getting our $30 popcorn buckets. Moxie, anything you want to plug?
I have a members only game stream at 6:30 p.m. Eastern today, and tonight in the Badger Den.
Yeah.
When you said members only, why did that make me think you're like OnlyFans gaming stream?
Because you're a dirty fucking degenerate.
Yes.
It's all right.
We play Jackbox games. We play What the Dub. We get really racist.
See, I heard Jackbox and I started hearing a different type of
damn
Jack.
it.
We're disgusting.
Fired.
GCA has been playing Jackbox and they haven't been streaming it because they know they can't. So they've just been doing it over Discord. And I kind of want to get in on that. Like, God, if my internet didn't suck, we would be doing like group gaming sessions. But no, I have to live in the third world.
We're going to get in such trouble. We're going to get in such trouble.
Tomox, shout out again for Ghost of Tsushima, man. That's that's one of those ones I've been wanting for a while, and it's just like, maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. Also, just a friendly reminder that if AOC can be talked about as a potential candidate for running for president, literally any of you can do anything. Just set your mind to it. If this broad can do this, you can do anything you put your mind to. All right. One last thing. I was
waiting.
I didn't think we were going to be able to get to this, but we actually have possibly the thing I'm most interested in for secret level, which is the Mega Man bit, which we don't really need any audio. It just looks fantastic. Now, I assume Leon is like a huge Mega Man fan, so he's going to be like, well, actually, this doesn't look anything like it, and it's absolutely terrible. And the thing is, I don't care because it looks pretty freaking high quality. I know it doesn't look very Mega Man-y, but
Jesus Stabella gave us one for the road because they did just start going live on FNT. So thank you, Jesus. You're a gentleman and a scholar and a superhero.
Jesus. And make sure you come watch us later tonight. We'll watch Moxie, and the rest of us will be like surrounding her.
Try and make you laugh while you're staring at things.
Absolute pleasure having you here.
The dumb charisma of Gooch.
The dumb charisma of the Gooch.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. Last I found a challenge worthy of my talent.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Oh!
Come on! Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
Bye, everybody.